Hello, everyone. Thank you for being patient with us. I know there's no place you'd rather be than at a student senate meeting on your lovely Wednesday. So thank you. Before we get started, I would like to let everyone know that this meeting is being recorded. So if you do not want to have your camera on, you do not have to. Um, Today is Wednesday, February 17th, 2021, and now I officially call this meeting to order. Students speak out. Are there any students that would like to speak out this evening? If there are, I please actually give your name, your major, and your year, and you have 2 minutes to speak.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Nia Dumas. I am a junior and I'm a journalism major. I would just like to speak out about the kid who attends OU who made a racist TikTok and then later tried to apologize after making several insensitive and racist TikToks to the community. And I guess I think that his scholarship should be taken away and some further punishment besides just the educational workshop because his presence is threatening to students of color on this campus.
Thank you for bringing that up. I actually just saw about that and read about it. I don't know if Ian has anything in response, but thank you for saying that. Do any other students want to speak out as well?
Thank you, Nia, for speaking out today. And I know the university sent out an email regarding that issue, and they're looking into it. But thank you for speaking out today. Are there any other students that would like to speak out? Hearing none, seeing none. Okay, moving on. Announcements. Does the body have any announcements this evening? Does the body have any announcements this evening? Okay, we can move on. Presentation. We have a presentation today given by Kelly regarding the University Library's Student Advisory Board. Whenever you are ready.
I am ready. Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me tonight and giving me a few minutes of your time. My name is Kelly Broughton, and I'm the Assistant Dean for Research and Education in the University Libraries. I'm here to ask you tonight if you would consider serving on a newly formed advisory board for the University Libraries. This board's primary goal is to engage with the University Libraries executive leadership and advise the Dean of the University Libraries on important and impactful issues related to the library's spaces, services, resources, and collections as they relate to student life and student academic support. We have been working on putting this board together since our new dean, Dean Neil Romanowski, arrived last fall. And you can see on the next slide sort of the progress through our formation of the membership of this board and our ideas behind how we might work with students more directly than what we have now in our advisory committees and so forth. So back in the fall, we investigated what other universities were doing in terms of student advisory boards and advisory councils. We reviewed the literature. In the winter, we drafted our first draft of the advisory board proposal. We talked about it within the libraries in our executive group. We also talked with the Division of Student Affairs and the Dean of Students, then Jenny Hall Jones, and also with auxiliaries at Ohio University because they have a nice operating student advisory board, and they were able to give us a little bit of feedback on how that board operates and the value that they've received from having direct contact with students on a regular basis. And then in the spring, we were revising our charge for the group and our ideas about who should comprise membership. And we reviewed that with a lot of internal groups within the library, as well as with the University Library Committee, which is a presidential standing committee. From which we have typically two representatives from Student Senate and one representative from Graduate Student Senate. But the University Library Committee is primarily made of faculty. That group meets with the executive leadership of the libraries twice a semester, but we really do focus on faculty-centered concerns. There's not a lot of space in that meeting for a lot of work around student concerns and ideas for student support. And then in the fall, we also took our idea to a couple other areas around campus to make sure that we were being inclusive and socialized it with the entire library staff. And here we are in spring semester looking to fill our membership ranks. I have met with the leadership of International Student Union, with Graduate Student Senate. I have new members ready to serve who've been appointed by the director of OMSAR. And right now, the Library Council is in the process of identifying some students at large for service on the committee. And if you go to the next slide, you'll get a little bit of a better idea of the makeup of the board. So we wanted to be as inclusive as possible and make sure that we had seats at the table for a wide representation of voices from all of our campuses. The regional campus libraries are new to university libraries organizationally, so it was part of One Ohio. And now all of the regional campus libraries report in our organization. So that was one area that we wanted to make sure we have representative from students from the regional campuses, as well as students whose voices may not be present if we don't set aside a seat for them. For example, international students or minoritized students. So we are hoping that that then we would round out our 11 to 12 student membership with appointments from both Senates at large, and also from our university library student employee group. We employ about 50 to 75 students every year, and they are one of the areas where we actually have just an excellent rapport and engagement, but they're a very narrow look at the student body because it's just those 75 students. And so this will allow us to set aside and prioritize conversations about student issues at minimum twice per semester with this advisory board. Okay, yes, and then the last slide just gives you a little bit of information about our expectations related to the advisory board. In addition to the executive leadership of the libraries, which are the two assistant deans and the dean, we will have a classified staff member, library staff member, and administrative library staff member present at the meetings. And so I am happy to answer any questions about the board or generally about the library too. And I'm hopeful that Senate would be interested in forwarding names of interested senators or other students that you would like to nominate to be part of the board within the next week to 10 days is my hope. Thank you. Yeah, Jenny was a student worker in the library at one time. I was a student worker in the University of Cincinnati library.
Hey, Kelly, I have a question. I know last semester, and I'm not too sure about this semester, the hours has been changed for the library due to COVID. Are they still affected as of now?
We still have reduced hours. So for example, we're not open overnight, which is what we typically were open before COVID. And so they are reduced in that way. And we also only have 2 floors open in Alden Library instead of all 7 floors open. We have not had a lot of, we have a new occupancy monitoring system that was purchased through CARES funding, a special mini grant we got from the state. So I can actually log on from my computer at home and I get a number that tells me that how many people are in the library. And we have not been overly crowded this semester yet, but we keep a really close eye on that and are prepared to be able to open more study space if it gets too dense with student studiers. But yes, we do have reduced hours during COVID and reduced spaces available. All of the regional campus libraries also are available for some hours. I will pop the link for the hours into the chat. And they're always on our homepage, which is ohio.edu/library. We even have the regional hours on there now. Happy to answer any other questions. And I will say that I'm really eager to engage with students on this board and in this space about a lot of some really exciting things we have planned for the near future. We're launching a new strategic plan this semester, and it's just a perfect opportunity for us to hear directly from you how our initiatives can impact your success and your ability to be able to complete your requirements and how we can bolster the support services for you guys.
Thank you, Kelly, for coming to present. Is there anybody that has any questions?
Hi, I got a question. First of all, thank you for coming. And then what would be the dates of this appointment?
That's a good question. We are hoping to be able to schedule 2 meetings yet this semester, and that's kind of why I'm looking for the fast turnaround time, a week to 10 days, so that we can get started on scheduling those. We would prefer someone who could serve out this academic year and continue with us in the fall for next academic year, but that's not absolutely necessary. I think that you will bring, even if you were graduating in May, you will bring value to the meetings this spring semester. I hope that answers your question.
It does. Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Alrighty, thank you again, Kelly, for coming to present. If anyone has any questions later, feel free to send an email to Kelly.
Yes.
Sure, she'll be happy to respond and update you.
Please do. Thank you very much. And I will throw my contact info in the chat before I take off. Once again, thanks for the time. I really appreciate it.
Alrighty, thank you. Moving on to roll call. Will the chief of staff please call roll?
Yes, if everyone could just type here in the chat after I call their name. President Carter. Vice President Lilly. Treasurer Yvonne. Commissioner Smith. Senator Schultz. Senator Morris. Senator Pat. Senator Archibald. Senator Cornelison. Senator Janoski. Senator Miola. Senator Dahl. Senator Ayad. Commissioner Thomas. Commissioner Atopson. Commissioner Bramwell. Commissioner Droygo. Commissioner Davis, Senator Cooley, Senator Tate, Senator Rogers, Commissioner Alois Cabrera, Senator Branch, Commissioner Woods, Senator Fink, Commissioner Freitag, Senator Dickens, Commissioner Leisure, Senator Nickel, Commissioner Carrier, Senator Danilo, Senator Handel, and Clerk of Court Fredinger. And we have quorum.
Thank you for that. Moving on, we have no additions to the agenda for this week. No. Approval of the previous meeting minutes for February 10, 2021. Is there any discussion on the previous meeting minutes?
Move to vote.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to vote on approving the previous meeting minutes. Please respond in the chat to cast your vote. And there's currently 19 votes for yay.
Thank you. And that's enough votes to approve last meeting's meeting minutes. Moving on. Old business. We have no old business for this week. Moving on to new business. Resolution 2021-64 and Resolution 2021-65. Is there a motion to add these to tonight's agenda?
Move to add them to the agenda.
And these are already on the agenda. We just have to discuss and vote on them.
My apologies. Resolution 2021-.
Move to suspend the reading.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and moved and voted to suspend the reading. Primary sponsor, Treasurer Ivan.
Hi, everyone. So Megan, as soon as we interviewed her at the beginning, she's been so ready to jump in and work on everything. And I know she's going to be a great addition to the team. I'm really excited to have her a part of Budget Committee. I reserve the balance of my time.
Secondary sponsor, Chairperson Sparrow.
I'd just like to echo everything that Treasurer Yvonne said. I look forward to working together. I reserve the balance of my time.
Move to vote.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded to vote on this resolution. Please respond in the chat to cast your vote. And there's currently 18 votes for yay.
Thank you. And that's enough votes to pass this resolution. Moving on to this evening's second resolution, Resolution 2021-65, a resolution to appoint a senator to the Committee on the Budget.
Move to suspend the reading.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to suspend the reading on this resolution. Primary sponsor, Treasurer Yvonne.
So Sarah Packard, I know her because we're both in AOPI and she used to be our finance chair. So she is 100% qualified to be in this position, and I'm really excited to have her part of the team as well. And I reserve the balance of my time.
Secondary sponsor, Chairperson Sparral.
Once again, I'd like to echo everything Treasurer Yvonne said and add that I've thoroughly enjoyed working with her on SAC already, and I look forward to continuing to work together on the Budget Committee. I reserve the balance of my time.
Move to vote. Second.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded to vote on this resolution. Please respond in the chat to cast your vote. And there's currently 23 votes for yay.
Thank you. That's enough votes to pass this resolution. Moving on with tonight's meeting to commission reports. Are there any commission reports? Are there any commission reports for tonight's event?
I have a report. Hi, my name is Maxine. I'm the Commissioner for Governmental Affairs. In a second, I'll send the link in the chat, but we have our first meeting for lobbying for State Share of Instruction funding coming up this coming Monday, and we'd still love any help anyone could give. And we'll also keep your eyes out. We're also going to be having hopefully an informational event sometime soon, as well as like a template email to help you email your representatives to ask for increases in state share of instruction this year. So I'll send that in the chat in a second. Thanks, and I reserve the balance of my time. And that's the end of my report, sorry.
Thank you. Is there any other commission reports? Hearing none, seeing none, we can move on. Senate committee reports. Are there any Senate committee reports?
You guys can speak up.
Hi everyone, my name's Quinn Humes. I am on the Bobcat Medal Committee. Just so everyone knows, we're about to put it in the chat. I think VP Lily is. We have started the application for you guys to kind of put out there to nominate somebody for the Bobcat Medal. So if you guys want to nominate any person, faculty, or business, you can fill out the application. The more the merrier, that way we can vote on it. And that is the end of my report.
I'm Maxine again. So the committee on Emeriti is starting up, so keep an eye out next week. I'll have an application for anyone who's interested on sitting on that committee. And if you want any more information, please reach out to me. The Emeriti and Senior Honors Committee, you need to be a voting member who is not graduating this year to sit on it. And it's to give senior honors and Emeriti to those who are graduating this year. So thank you, and that's the end of my report.
Thank you. Are there any other Senate committee reports? And if there are, you don't have to raise your hand. You can just speak up. Okay, hearing none, seeing none, moving on. University committee reports. Are there any university committee reports? Okay. Hearing none, seeing none, we can continue on. To president's reports. So this week, the theme was something you missed pre-COVID. There was a lot of different things I could have put on my report this week, but one thing that I am going to miss, and I do miss, is fest season. Fest season is unlike any other. So that's what I put for my picture. First, I would like to start off by congratulating everyone who's appointed tonight. I know you were picked for this position because we saw excuse me, I'm a little nervous. We saw potential in you, and we know you will be great serving on Student Senate. Secondly, we want our peers and voices to be heard. I want to congratulate and thank Nia for speaking up during Student Speakout. We would like for more students to speak out, ask questions or comments or concerns. That's what that section of the meeting is for. So please don't hesitate. We are also looking for people to still serve on standing committees and our subcommittee for mental health and wellness. And last week, we had evaluations. I want to thank everyone for taking the time out to fill out the evaluation forms. We had some great feedback and also some great constructive criticism in areas we plan on strengthening. So thank you again to everyone who went to that session to fill out the eval forms. I want to remind everyone that COVID is still very active right now. So we want everyone to still wear proper PPE and remember to social distance. And to end my report, I would like to say we all call Ohio University home, and being a part of the Bobcat family comes with responsibility, and we must hold each other accountable for our actions. If you see or hear someone making inappropriate jokes, comments, or partaking in actions causing harm or discomfort to others, don't be afraid to intervene and correct them. We should strive to celebrate each other's differences, not belittle certain groups or make derogatory remarks to or about others. And with that, that is all. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Ian. So starting my report, something I miss about pre-COVID, mine also seemingly has to do with fest season. Strange. But Ian and I also have been at OU for a while, so we know what OU was like the past 4 years, and it has really, really grown and evolved, and it's a wonderful place to be, but it's definitely a different place. That is actually a friend of mine that just got into grad school and our director of alumni relations. If you can't tell, I am Rudolph. So on to my report. Thank you to everyone who filled out the evaluation, like President Carter was just talking about. We got some really great feedback, and we're actively working to make some changes. So on to some other things to make those changes. Last Friday, I've been so fortunate to be working with members of Graduate Senate, Commissioner Ramlow, and our Women's Affairs Commission to have a discussion with Faculty Senate and Dr. Muhammad about like different processes and getting a better understanding of the faculty handbook, which was very, very helpful, and I think inspired us to work on some articles of possibly joint legislation between Student Senate and Graduate Student Senate. So I'm meeting with members of Graduate Student Senate this week so that we can make sure that both of our organizations are, ensuring the best for our students and doing our best to represent students and making sure that we ourselves are an inclusive and forward-thinking group. Yeah, I also Bobcat Medal Committee, as Quinn was talking, or Senator Humes was talking about earlier, has been going really well. I'm really excited for it. There should be some more information coming out on Friday, and hopefully some Athens businesses will also be working with us to spread information around. And then I will also be having some upcoming workshops this semester about leadership development. Senator Janowski and I have put together the Leadership Development Committee, so if anyone wants to join us, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know. And we're going to do a bunch of different topics, so if you guys have any ideas, please share them with me. I'm thinking, along the lines of virtual leadership and presenting a meeting or keeping yourself organized online, just some stuff that I've just learned the past 4 years here and that Haley's learned from just being awesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much to Kelly and Nia. It was wonderful getting to hear from both of you today. It always makes us really happy when students are able to speak out and just everything that Ian said, hold yourself accountable, or hold yourself and others accountable. Like you guys know what is right and wrong. And if your friends are your friends, if you can tell them the truth about when they're kind of messing up or they're really messing up. And you gotta hold your friends in check and hope that they do the same for you. So keep yourself safe, stay warm, and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye, everyone. Or that's the end of my report. I'm so sorry.
Hi, everyone. I would like to start with thanking Nia and Kelly as well. Student Speakout has always been one of my favorite parts about Student Senate. We actually get to hear straight on from the students, and that helps us do more to help the student body and lead us. So thank you again for that. As Elizabeth and Ian said, hold your friends accountable, hold strangers accountable. We need to be there for each other. And this picture is a picture I took after one of my overnight shifts at the library. So all the federal work study talk about the library really hit home. I miss it. I never thought I would say I miss working 12 to 5 a.m. at the library, but I miss seeing the sky look like that and like getting a little walk in the morning. It was great and I miss it. And I also miss fest season too. But anyway, I'm gonna get on to the rest of my report. So yay, budget committee is finally at quorum. So this means we can use the budget. So I'm gonna go through kind of how to use different things. The discretionary, it kind of depends on what it is. So just meet with me and we can talk it through. And for anything regarding your commission, you would fill out a budget request form on Bobcat Connect, but please meet with me first so I can help you organize and plan and we can figure out the best way to go about it. And then you would do the budget request form on Bobcat Connect. Then it would go to our new budget committee and then we'll vote and then write legislation and then it will go to a vote for the general body the next Wednesday. We're making those requests due at Friday at 5 p.m. So please get those in. If you need any help, I'll drop my number in the chat and you can just text me, call me. I'll probably respond faster to that than an email, hopefully. And then I'm going to explain a little bit about what SAC does and what the numbers mean. So SAC is essentially like a budget committee, but for other student orgs, and that's because the Division of Student Affairs grants us money to help allocate out to student orgs. And things we funded this year so far are like speakers, musicians, and other supplies to help make virtual events during a pandemic. Those are things that you guys can use your budget on too. And then just a little talk about what I've done with the budget. This week I've got to work with Commissioner Davis for Pride Week. That's going to be March 1st through the 5th. I'm really excited for it. Her commission has a lot of exciting things planned, so keep an eye out for that. And please reach out to me if you have something that you would like to do using the funds that we have available to us. I'd love to see more events coming from Senate. If you need help, don't hesitate to reach out to any of the exec team or just for anything, not even just planning events. If you ever even just want to chat, reach out. And then we can go into the numbers. Okay, so Senate total is how much we have total to spend, and it's $69,292.25. And then allocated is money that we already put towards something, but they didn't spend yet, is $8,243.27. And then not allocated nor spent means it hasn't been allocated or spent. It's $61,048.98. And then for SAC, our total is $371,410.71. And SAC comes from two different accounts, and SPOT and U Fund are for different types of events. So in our SPOT account, we have $329,129.71. And then in our U Fund, we have $42,281. And that's the end of my report.
Hello, everyone. Happy week 5. I missed the most before. Well, I missed best season also, I will say. But I also miss going to all of the OU sporting events. So hockey, football, basketball, baseball. Before COVID, I would go with my roommate, Senator Dahl, and we would go to all the sports games, and I really miss it. So hopefully we'll get to do this again next year. I just wanted to remind everyone about the letter campaign that a couple of us in Senate wrote to kind of get started on letting the Board of Trustees know our views on reinstating tenure to that professor. The link for the letter is going to be in the meeting minutes, along with the email and instructions to send that out. So please continue to spread the word and send that letter out to all your orgs and clubs that you're in. Also continue to log your office hours. So this week's office hours are due Monday, February the 22nd at 5 p.m. And then also email me the hours that you plan to spend on your office hours and spending doing Senate stuff. Email those to me so I can add them to bookings. This is just a way for other students, if they want to get in contact with you, they know when you're free to meet, or other people in Senate know when you're free to meet also. On Monday, I reached out to everyone that has not logged any hours so far this semester. So I want to remind everyone that holding office hours and logging them correctly is a requirement for every position. And it's clearly labeled in the RMP, which is on Bobcat Connect on, I believe, in the document section. So when you're on Clockify, and I can send the step-by-step document that I made in Slack again. But when you're logging your hours, just make sure that you're logging them in the Senate workspace, because if they're not in that, then I can't see the hours. And that seemed to be the issue that a lot of people were having. So just keep up making sure that it's in the Senate workspace so I can see them. If you have any questions on those, you want to make sure that I'm getting your hours or anything else, just let me know. You can email me or text me, and we can figure that out. Also continue to check Slack regularly. That's why I put a lot of updates on office hours and any other like updates like that. And yeah, just please reach out to me if you need anything or if you have any questions. I'm pretty accessible, so just let me know. All right, that is the end of my report.
Hi. So I put so the theme was that what we miss before COVID, and I put my family because I haven't really seen them in a while, and I thought this was probably the most recent picture of all of us, so I put that in there. I wanted to say that as we continue working on making changes for our campus to be more inclusive and safe for Ohio students, Bobcats support Bobcats, and being a part of that community means holding everyone accountable. As Senate members, we will continue to ensure that the voices of Ohio University students are heard and understood. And the best way to hear out the students is through Student Speakout. And then the only other thing I have is that if you'd like to request a PR push, please fill out the form on Bobcat Connect or email me. But I'm requesting about 2 weeks in advance, just because I feel like I'm getting a little bit behind. But that's the end of my report.
I also added a picture of my family because it has been a while since I've seen like the extended family members. If anyone has any questions about elections or the election handbook, feel free to reach out to the Judicial Panel, and that's the end of my report.
Hi all, although there are other things that happen in the spring besides fest season, and for me the picture in the bottom right was taken from the Leadership Gala a couple of years ago, and so I miss kind of spring is what we used to call chicken dinner season, so it's all the celebratory things as we get ready to congratulate our graduates, so I miss all of that. So I don't miss fest season. I only have one little update, and that is tomorrow's a special day in Ohio University history. It is our Founders Day, so it's basically Ohio University's birthday. We turn 217 tomorrow. So if you haven't seen the stuff about that, I'm gonna put a link into the chat and then also a picture. But one of the things that they were planning on doing, if you happen to be in Athens, is that they were planning on doing a t-shirt swap. So you can bring in any other university's t-shirt and trade it, and we will give you a new Forever Ohio t-shirt. But they planned on doing it tomorrow on the actual birthday, but because of the weather that's coming and the ice is pretty bad still out there on the streets, they have a new date, so they're going to do it next Thursday. So mark your calendars, get that other college swag out of your wardrobes, and get some Bobcat gear. End of my report, and I'll turn it over to Patty.
Hi, everybody. My picture there is, oh, it's making my heart hurt. My love language is throwing dinner parties for lots of students and my friends. This picture was taken at our Friendsgiving at my house a couple years ago. 19, I guess, was the last one we had. So that's what I miss, along with the Leadership Gala. 2 updates that I have. Number 1, I know last week I talked a little bit about the increase in on-campus events and activities. And so I wanted to share that we are also doing some outdoor activities with outdoor pursuits that I think would be really fun if folks are looking for things to do outdoor. And then the other update I have is that we recently have gotten information that the SNAP benefits are going to be available as part of the most recent CARES Act that was passed in December, which means students who are work-study eligible may be eligible to receive a monthly food benefit of about $200. So I wanted to make sure that we're trying to spread the word on this because I know that there's a lot of food insecurity still happening with our students. But if you need any help or if anyone you know needs help with that, you can contact our staff in our office at foodpantry@ohio.edu. I'll put that in the chat and they can help you work through the process. So I just wanted to share that. And that is all I have. End of my report.
Kat's not here tonight.
Is there a motion on the floor?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to adjourn this meeting. Just respond in the chat to cast your vote. And there's currently 19 votes for yay.
That's enough to adjourn tonight's meeting. Tonight's meeting is adjourned. Thank you for everyone who came today. Hope to see you next week.